What's up? Hey everybody, so today is a very big day. It is my first video of 2017, coming 28 days after the new year started. So I know this video is very late and I haven't posted a video in a very long time. But like I say in every video, I've just been crazy busy living that junior life. I've been doing crazy fun junior things like taking AP classes and having my job and taking the SAT and all that super fun stuff. So I have been very busy lately. I have not had time at all to edit videos or film videos mainly. Like I could find the time to edit, but taking the time to film has just not been there. But this weekend I was like, you know what? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna film a video, and I did. So that is very exciting for me. I'm very excited to edit this video. I'm excited to post this video because I have missed y'all. I've missed your feedback. I have missed posting a lot, actually, more than I thought I would. So that was my little break that I really needed to focus on school. But hopefully I am back and in full action for the rest of 2017. With that being said, today's video is a on-the-go vegan breakfast ideas video. I picked this topic because my life has been so busy lately and I have eaten breakfast on the go basically every day for a very long time. So it's very important to eat breakfast. So if you don't have time to make breakfast, these are some recipes that you can prep in advance. So I hope that you guys enjoy the recipes, and without anything else said, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you how to make is these tofu scrambled burritos, and you can eat them for breakfast or for lunch, and they're so yummy. So all you're gonna need is some mushrooms, some tofu, any kind will work. I like to use extra firm. Some corn tortillas or wheat tortillas will work. A bell pepper, some lettuce, and some turmeric, because that will be what makes it look a little yellowish and kind of more eggish. And you can also add in any other vegetables that you like. But first we're going to just mash up the tofu with a fork, and it will start to look like that kind of cooked eggy, scrambled eggy texture once you do this. So just once it gets to the texture that you want, then you can stop. But then after that, you're just going to heat up your pan, and I like to use a large pan and spray that with some oil, and then you can add in some garlic, which is what I did, but that's optional. Most of the ingredients you put into this are optional. But anyways, I started by cooking up some garlic just because I like the taste of that. And then once your pan is hot enough, you can start adding in your other ingredients. So I added in my mushrooms, and I did a lot because I love mushrooms, and then also some bell pepper. And you can start to saute that up first real quick. And then once that is all cooked, then you can start to add in your tofu and your turmeric as well as any other vegetables that you want. So I started to scramble that all up together. You really can't mess this up. You kind of just have to cook it all up. And then I added in some spinach as well. Kale also is amazing in this. It's a lot more sturdier if you're taking it for, say, lunch or something, a meal that's a little later in the day. So I just finished cooking that up. And also something else that you can add that is pretty amazing is soy sauce. I love adding soy sauce to this. Anyways, I heated up my tortillas and I'm just adding in the tofu scramble. I recommend using a larger tortilla, but I didn't have any, and I really like corn tortillas, and corn tortillas are usually small. But anywho, I wrap that up in some foil, and there you go. You can also cut it in half if you want. This is a little extra, but it just makes it look a bit more presentable. And there you go. You have your delicious tofu scramble burritos. This would probably make about 3 of these, by the way. I only made 1. But you could probably make 3 with the amount of tofu scramble that I showed you. Next up, I'm showing you how to make these fig energy balls. So you're going to need some figs, some coconut, some walnuts, some coconut oil, some vanilla, and some salt. Also, you can use like any type of dried fruit or nut combination that you have, so dates or almonds or anything like that, but this is what I use. So you're going to need to add in 2 cups of your nuts. I used walnuts, like I said, and also your coconut, 1 cup of coconut, and then start shredding that up in a food processor. And then once that is kind of the texture sand, you're going to add in your 2 cups of dried fruit. I used figs, like I said, anything will do, as well as 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Feel free to play with the extracts. I'm sure almond extract would be delicious in this. And then you're just going to blend it up until it is kind of the texture of like a Larabar. It may be a little bit warm because of the blender, but that's okay. And so once it's kind of that cookie dough Larabar-y type texture, you can empty that into a bowl, which I guess is kind of optional, but just empty that into somewhere that's easy for you to scoop it out. And then once that is in there, you can take your pan and start rolling up your dough into little balls and then placing them into that pan. So this will make a ton of these little energy balls. So I think I made about like 15, which will last a while because they're very, very filling and very dense, like calorically dense. So they're really good for breakfast when you need a lot of energy. So roll those into balls, and then once they're all done, you can just freeze them. And I store them in the freezer just because it's so hot where I live and humid that the coconut oil might melt. But if you live somewhere cold, it's perfectly fine to just leave them out. It's just because the coconut oil will melt if you do live somewhere hot. So I store those in the freezer, but they're so delicious and super quick to take as a breakfast, and I love them so much. Lastly, overnight oats. Could not have an on-the-go breakfast video without overnight oats. You're going to need chia seeds, oats, almond butter, almond milk. Those are the basics. You can add in so much more if you want. Start with adding half a cup of almond milk. This is my favorite recipe, by the way, inspired from Minimalist Baker. Anyway, half a cup of almond milk, add that in, and then 1 tablespoon or so of chia seeds. It doesn't really matter. And then also some almond butter. I just use a little bit when I add it into the milk itself. I also top it with some more. Stir those ingredients up, and then once all of those ingredients are stirred up, then you can add in your oats. Just make sure that you add in the oatmeal. I used half a cup. Make sure you're adding in that oatmeal very, very carefully because otherwise it might spill. So there we go, adding that in very carefully. Also, you can just do equal amounts of almond milk and oats. So if you want 2/3 cups of oats or 1 cup of oats, just make sure you use that much almond milk. And then some topping ideas for in the morning. You can add some blueberries, some frozen cherries. These are my favorite toppings, by the way. Some walnuts are really good, or some pistachios even, if you want something a little bit saltier. Something else I love to add in is some hemp protein powder. It makes them all green and it makes them look like super healthy. And then some dates, those dried figs are really good, are also date's little cousin, the classic raisin. Those are also a very good option to add into your oatmeal in the morning, and then you can just take that oatmeal from the fridge and go. Oh, also chocolate powder if you want some chocolate flavored oats. This voiceover is all over the place. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these vegan on-the-go breakfasts. I had a lot of fun making this video, and hopefully I will be able to make some more for y'all and be more active on YouTube. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.